What's up, you guys? I spent the morning like reading my book, not books, my book, not literally my book. I didn't write that yet. You know what I mean? I was reading a book that I'm reading, listening to podcasts, listening to interviews, and there's an interview that I'm supposed to have coming up that is about the mindset that, how do I explain it? Not necessarily what I went through, but the mindset that I used to help me navigate and get through it and heal and go more along the path of just resiliency. I could visualize words better than I could say them, so bear with me. But I really started to think, because I've changed so many times and I've become different versions of myself, that I really had to get back to why and how. And it just all comes down to a few things, but they all relate to one core thing. And it was really the promise I made to myself. I made a promise to myself a long time ago. I think I was like 20, 21-ish. Like somewhere along the lines of when I stopped, like I fully stopped going to church. And I could probably get more into this in another video at another time. But there was so much shit going on at that time with me. A lot of it was unspoken at that time more than it was spoken. But even the things that were known were just obviously toxic. And like many people, I didn't have parents who knew how to emotionally regulate themselves, therefore not being able to teach me that either. So I did not have the proper tools to deal with what I was dealing with. And the faith I had at that time, which at that time was Christianity. Not banging on it. If it's your thing, it's your thing. It was not for me, because I needed to take my power back. And the way that was taught to me was not in a way where I could take my power back. And so what I actually needed was to know that I can take responsibility for my part in everything, and that I'm not a bad person, and that I can make healthy changes and live more authentically, and it's okay, and that it's safe. And so it almost drove me to suicide several times, because I couldn't take the fact that I felt like I had no power over what happened to me or anything to do about it. And I was so toxic because I was a product of everything. I was so toxic. So I walked away from that and just had to learn my own path. And that's when a million other types of mentalities I've gone through to navigate, to meet parts of myself that needed healing, that needed my attention, that needed my love. And then along the way, I learned all those lessons and then would just apply them and grow into a new mentality. I'm also very resourceful. If I know I need to learn a new way to be, then I will seek just that. I'm not going to sit here and just let it fall in my lap. I will seek it. I will learn it. I will read it. I will listen. I will practice. Practice both of the extremes of it and then find the balance in the middle, see where it fits me. And along the way, I've learned a bunch of other things too that just added on to it, that helped me understand myself, others, and life and universal consciousness in general. But I knew the first thing I needed was to accept my responsibility in everything and be comfortable with that. And that was probably one of the most powerful things I ever did for myself. Just wanted to share that thought. I'll have to expand on it in another video. I got shit I gotta do. But much love.